Rosales. He's not going to give you a full 90, but the minutes that he does give you, he'll put in some exciting balls. He passes well, and he may replace a little bit of Mauro Diaz. He's not going to replace the full thing. That's impossible, but he could do it.
Yeah, Mauro Diaz is way too valuable in Dallas just to be replaced just like that.
Yeah, no, he is a great number 10.
You can find somebody to do the things that he does, but you're not going to get that for a full 90 minutes to the extent in which Diaz does it. Diaz is just a fantastic player, and I wish him well because I had Achilles injury last year. It's not fun.
I mean, yeah, I hope he comes back soon and healthy. It's sad seeing an injury right before the playoffs.
Yeah, especially to a player like that.
Mm-hmm.
FC Dallas, if you need a guy, I hear LA Galaxy got a young guy by the name of Landon Donovan. Maybe try to trade or get him signed.
Trade right before the playoffs.
All right, Golden Boot. Sorry. You know where I'm going with it. Yeah. You're a New York City FC fan.
Yeah.
Bradley Wright Phillips.
You got to give it to the man.
England, look at this guy. He's better than Wayne Rooney. Why don't you get him in your starting lineup? Can you imagine BWP and Marcus Rashford just going at it for England?
Oh. It's never going to happen, but we can.
No, it's not going to happen. But, I mean, England could use anything right now. England's a laughing stock. So if you need to go get an MLS guy, you go get an MLS guy.
It would be cool to see it, but, MLS isn't respected as it should be around the world. But, the guy scored 23 goals this season so far. He could go out and score 2 goals in the first half and they get subbed off at halftime against the Union. You don't know,
Bradley Wright Phillips, 23 goals in 33 games. David Villa, 22 goals in 32 games. The funnest name in all of MLS, Ignan Pilati. Probably butchered it, even though I hear it all the freaking time. Montreal Impact, he has scored 17 goals in 31 games. And this guy, I've heard of him before. His name's Sebastian Giovinco, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's it?
That sounds about right.
Yeah, it sounds familiar.
Yeah. I don't know where
he has 16 goals in 27 games, which is 6 less than everybody else. But he's still, 7 goals off the pace.
It blows my mind that he sits 4th in the Golden Boot standings, and he only came back last week from an injury that held him out for a month. He is far better than anyone else in MLS, and I can't wait to see him healthy in the playoffs for TFC. It's going to be great.
And coming in 5th on the Golden Boot list, it's Dom Dwyer, who's not my favorite, and I made that known on Twitter. Dom Dwyer is not my favorite player in MLS. He has 16 goals. He has 16 goals in 32 games. If Bradley Wright Phillips does not play tomorrow, and David Villa does, don't worry. Bradley Wright Phillips has a significant 100 less minutes than David Villa. So if David Villa comes on and scores a goal tomorrow, don't worry. Bradley Wright Phillips still has it locked up. I don't want to imagine Wright Phillips don't play that much. He might make an appearance. David Villa, I don't want to imagine play that much. It's something to watch out for. There's a whole lot of races to watch out for in decision day.
Exactly.
We'll get to my favorite in a second. My favorite. Sacha Kljestan, he's so much better than everybody else. Sacha Kljestan leads the league in assists. He has 5 more than the next guy.
And that next guy is again Sebastian Giovinco,
who has 14.
Blows my mind.
One last week.
But Sacha Kljestan is my MLS MVP. Without a doubt, because this year you can't just give it to Giovinco, even though you could argue that you could, but I'm not getting into that. Question has 19 assists on the season. He brought back a Red Bull squad that started the year horribly. He jump-started Bradley Wright Phillips into having a golden boot season. Question is the MVP of the New York Red Bulls. He's my MVP of MLS, and I'm probably going to hear some bad words about that, but it's just what I believe. I think he is the best number 10 in MLS. Then, like, he's in the category with Amaro Diaz, with the Nicolas Ladero. He's that playmaking Ken, and it's unbelievable what he's done this year.
He's not just in the category. He's been in the category for a while.
Well, yeah, he's leading that category.
Yeah, I mean, you say he's in the category. He's the top of the category.
Yes, no, exactly. He's with that, I think you can say, there's four very good, specific number 10s, and it's Question, it's Diaz, it's Ladero, and I think Diego Valeri has the ability to be that good as well.
Yeah, Ladero's been in the league for, 11 games?
And he's jumped himself already the list of everyone else.
He's already, third.
Exactly.
List.
It's ridiculous.
But, Sasha Kljestan, man. He's killing it with the U.S. right now.
Yeah.
He's killing it with the Red Bulls. He's amazing.
He's unbelievable.
Without him, the Red Bulls they were winless through 8 games. Kljestan.
Without him, Bradley Wright Phillips doesn't have the season that he's having, and the Red Bulls aren't first in the East. I don't know if they're in the playoffs without Sasha Kljestan.
It's just when it happened. I was watching that game when it happened. He made the assist, Bradley Wright Phillips, against Orlando. Off he went. And here we are on October 22nd, a day before decision day, and the Red Bulls are first place. 3-point advantage. Got it locked up.
And he has the potential for 20 assists on the season.
It's absolutely amazing. Mm-hmm. He deserves the MVP. If he doesn't get it, it's a crime.
I mean, I could definitely understand arguments for other players, but just specifically for me and how I view the league, I think Kljestan's my MVP without a doubt.
I mean, it's the most valuable player. Kljestan's been that valuable for New York. Mm-hmm. It's been absolutely just breathtaking what he's done this year.
Exactly. I just think he's going to get overviewed because Bradley Wright Phillips has scored 23 goals in the season, and that's unbelievable to his own extent, but
you have 19 assists in one season.
I'm just saying, people are going to look at the goal numbers and be like, oh, MVP. You have to look at how he's gotten those goals, and that's that man right there, Sasha Kljestan.
Yes. We spent a little too much time talking about assists. Assists are valuable. But
we got some MVP talk in there.
Yeah, it's MVP talk, but mainly Sasha Kljestan's better than everybody else. Move on. All right, we got some storylines going into the playoffs. I'm going to make these a little bit quick. Jordan Morris and Nicolas Ladero are really good. Clint Dempsey is not playing, which is about Clint Dempsey the person more than as a soccer player. Your regular heartbeat. He's had heart problems his whole career, but this is serious, so no one's going to get mad at him or say he's a wimp for not playing.
Yeah, no.
Do you, man? You got a kid. You got a couple kids, right?
I think so, too.
Yeah, it's 2 kids, a wife.
Get healthy.
That's more important. You have a life after MLS. You have a life after the national team. But the 2 guys are help picking up a slide. Jordan Morris and Nicolas Ladero. Jordan Morris is Rookie of the Year in the discussion. Mm-hmm. Nicolas Ladero, probably the best signing of the year.
Oh, without a doubt.
It's Seattle. They're on a hot streak. I don't know how long they keep it going.
I think they can keep it going. I don't know. It's going to be a tough playoff run for them just because of their slow start to the season has them a little bit lower in the playoffs, hunt. But I think they can compete with whoever they go up against, and it comes down to how consistent can Morris be scoring the ball, because he could have a game. He's had games where he's gone off, and he's had games where he struggled with the ball at his feet. Lodeiro is going to be there every single day, and it comes down to who else around them can make plays, because you can't just rely on those two players to do everything.
Yeah, it's Jordan Morris. You gotta question it, but yeah, I think they're good.
I think they're very good. No, I don't think they're going to win the cup, but I think they're a very good team that will challenge whoever they play.
It's going to be fun to watch, definitely. And Jordan Morris, what might help him out a little bit if he buys a left foot. And he's only scored one goal this year with a left foot. I don't see him really use it. He only uses it to run.
Yeah.
But some argue the outside of his right foot is just as good as left foot. So, I mean, he likes to use his head though. His diving headers, that goal is amazing.
That one header was unbelievable.
Yeah. All right. Moving on to Toronto, the other side. Toronto, Josie Altidore has been on fire. He's a great player. In MLS. Get him outside. He's
average. Below average.
But he's on fire. He scored a lot of goals in not a lot of games. Javinko just got healthy. He played last week. He'll probably be getting ready to go this weekend and for the playoffs. Toronto's really good. They've got a key piece back. Probably the keyest of all pieces. Toronto's on the up.
Toronto is a very good team. They were my preseason pick for MLS Cup, and just because of their defense, their back line is just before the season was unbelievable, and they still have all the big names and a very good defense. And I still think they can make a cup run without a doubt, because NYFC is inconsistent in their play. The Red Bulls are a good team, but Toronto can match them step for step with Giovinco in that lineup, with Altidore hot in that lineup. They have a good team, and I'm excited to see them play.
I think that what Toronto has to do, Toronto has to get the bye. Yes. I don't want Toronto FC playing a midweek game that could end their season on a Wednesday at night. I don't want that. Toronto FC is too good. They're serious cup contenders. With New York Red Bulls, NYCFC, Dallas, and Colorado. Those are serious contenders. Toronto FC does not need to play a midweek game and lose.
Yeah, no. Toronto FC, I think talent-wise, it's hard to say that. I want to argue that they're the best team in the East talent-wise. But, you know what? It's going to be exciting, and I think they can get that second seed and get that bye, but it's going to be tough with NYCFC this weekend.
Keeping with this Toronto train, Toronto has this guy called Michael Bradley. He's pretty good. He's the captain for the U.S. men's national team, and he's the captain for Toronto FC. His dad, Bob Bradley, he's coached the U.S. He now has a job where his employer is Swansea City, the first ever American manager in the Premier League. And with off-season moves looming, all the rumors swirling around Michael Bradley, he's quote-unquote focused for the playoffs. Do you think he's really focused for the playoffs? Or do you think he's thinking about, a possible move?
I mean, naturally he's going to be trying to do both. He's going to be thinking about, am I going to go be playing in England next year? And then on the other side of it, he's going to be like, okay, I need to stay focused in Toronto. I need to play well. I need to get the cup. I need to show that I'm worth everything that I could potentially be worth if I go to England, if I'm sold, whatever. I think it's difficult to say, specifically that he's focused, but I think for the most part, he's going to be ready to play and ready to come out and try to win an MLS Cup.
The money if they do sell Bradley, the money they can get off home, best in Schweinsteiger. Yeah, I know you wore the German kit.
I wore the Schweinsteiger jersey.
Yeah. All right. moving on to always fun discussion. You've had this a couple of times. Rookie of the year.
Mm-hmm.
There's 4 guys that come to mind, and I think there's a top 2 and a bottom 2. The bottom 2, of course, be Josh Ojara from Philadelphia Union and Brandon Vincent from the Chicago Fire. The top 2, the 2 you really have to consider for this illustrious award that, many great, going on to be great MLS players or players are good abroad have won this award. Jordan Morris, the Seattle Sounders. Keegan Rosenberry for the Philadelphia Union. I know you like Rosenberry.
Yes.
I really like Rosenberry. Jordan Morris has been good. He's scored the most goals ever by an American rookie. The second most goals in MLS history by a rookie. Keegan Rosenberry, some of the stuff he's done has been, just defensive work. They don't keep stats for that kind of stuff like they do goal scorers. A lot of people overlook Keegan Rosenberry because he plays in Philadelphia. He's not on TV a lot. But I think he should get it. I'm with you. I really like Keegan Rosenberry.
You said they don't keep defensive stats for most things. Yes, they don't keep defensive stats, but one stat people rarely talk about. Keegan Rosenberry broke the rookie record for most minutes played in a season. Keegan Rosenberry, I don't think he's missed. I want to say I don't think he's missed a game this season, but I want that fact check because I'm not sure about that. But Keegan Rosenberry has played many games for the Union, has played many games very well for the Union, and in his few games where he hasn't played well, he's a rookie. Give the kid a break if he doesn't play 5 or 6 games at the best that he's shown this season. He's slowed down some of the best strikers in MLS, and defensively, you don't get much better than a fullback in MLS than Keegan Rosenberry, and he showed that in year 1.
Yeah, I lost you for a second there.
Oh, my bad. I was just saying he is a very good.
Keegan Rosenberry
kills it week in and week out.
So we have a little connection problem.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, I'm with you. I haven't seen him miss a game. I have Philadelphia lineups coming on my phone all the time. He's always in it.
I don't think he's missed a game.
I will say, look at the All-Star game. Who was the starting right back? Keegan Rosenberry. Who didn't make the All-Star team? Jordan Morris. I mean, I understand you got David Villa, you got Bradley Wright-Phillips, Sebastian Javinko, all as your forwards. He didn't even make the homegrown team, did he?
I don't think so.
I mean, you can fact check that. You can yell at me on Twitter for it if you did. Jordan Morris, I don't think he made the homegrown team.
I think you're right about that. I don't think so.
I mean, he should have.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I think if you're looking at some of the best young American players in MLS, he's up there, But
Keegan Rosenberry, very good. I want him to win. I don't know how whoever decides these things are going to look at. Oh, Jordan Moore scores a lot of goals.
Exactly. I think he's gonna win it because of everyone's looked at the goal scorers and everyone's like, oh, Jordan Morris has had all these goals this season. Like, let's give him the win. When Keegan Rosenberry, I think, has had the better season as a soccer player.
And when I like goal scorers. I am a goal scorer.
Yes.
I like to look at numbers. How many goals you have is really pretty. That's a pretty column. No one likes to look at tackles. No one likes to look at, game-saving, keeping from that. No one really looks at a defender deflecting attacking player away from a goal scoring position. No one looks at that. They look at the goal scorer hitting a 20-yard ball goes top right corner. That's all we notice.
And it's not fair to the defender because the life of the defender is a dirty one, and he played very well this year.
Keegan Roseberry was great. And I use that word great. He was one of the best defenders in MLS. And he's 20.
I think you have to consider him for the MLS Best 11 this year in defense. Yeah, you have to consider him.
Hey, Jurgen Klinsmann.
Exactly.
We have a right back.
Give this guy a pat, man.
He can switch to left back. We have a left back problem. We can just throw him over there. Or throw Yedlin up there.
Bump Yedlin or Fabian Johnson up to the midfield and throw him at whatever fullback you want to throw him at.
Or if you want to move Yedlin up to the right wing. Because he did pretty well.
Something like that. I would rather, try to put him at left back and have Fabian Johnson move up, but it's up. Yeah, it's your defense.
January camp. But that's all we got for you today. This has been fun. Mistakes were probably made. You can yell at me or him on Twitter for it.
Yell at me. I love it.
Yeah, it's great. I'm at Riley James MC. He is at MLS Aces. And what's your personal account?
At SweeCF Baby.
Okay, that's a fun name. You can follow the network at that's not right, at Football News 167. This has been MLS Decision Day. Watch tomorrow. We got some games for you on national television. Seattle Sounders at home against Real Salt Lake on ESPN. Los Angeles Galaxy hosting FC Dallas on FS1. And a whip-around coverage of all your games going on at the same time on ESPN2. You have a great weekend. Tom, it's been a pleasure.
Been a pleasure, man.
Hopefully have you on for some time in the future, maybe US-Mexico. Not really sure.
Can't wait.
And as we end every show, as we say in America, don't score own goals.